Hello, and welcome to the Quinte Queens of Real Estate podcast, hosted by Mandy and Elyse from the Royle Group at Century 21 Lanthorn and Associates Real Estate Brokerage in Belleville, Ontario. I had a moment.
It's okay. It's a lot.
It's a big thing to spit out.
It is. Yeah.
All right. So, Mandy, have you been wondering about what's going on in Quinte West?
I have been wondering what's going on in Quinte West.
Well, you are so lucky because today we'll be discussing Quinte West real estate market, some upcoming events, and your favorite spot in town.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a really, really good one.
Okay.
All right. I'm supposed to ask her a question now.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, and we've mentioned it before, if you haven't guessed it, we are real estate agents.
Yes.
It's our bread and butter. It's how we make a living.
Yeah.
So we're going to actually talk about kind of what's going on in the market in Quinte West.
What's happening in the Quinte West real estate market? I know you're all dying to know.
Yeah. You're on the edge of your seats.
Edge of your seats. You have no idea. You couldn't take a guess what's happening right now. Well, I'm going to shatter
your hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Not quite. It's not quite that bad.
Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. So we're in a very deep buyer's market.
No, really? Seller? Oh gosh, sellers? That's insane.
It's been worse than Belleville.
Yes.
Trenton and Quinte West has been a deeper sellers market, hotter sellers market than Belleville, Ontario.
Yeah.
Which usually it was the flip, right?
It's normally been the flip. Belleville has always been like the most popular, the area to go.
Yeah, because it has more industrial. Yeah, like Trenton is obviously the military town. 100%. And, you get a lot of movement there. But I think now because Trenton is just that little bit closer to the GTA, I think that's why because you look at Brighton, growing crazy. Trenton, growing crazy. So, it's the natural progression.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're right.
So, in Quinte West, as of October 2021, there were literally half a month's inventory.
It's so bad.
Yeah. So if you don't know what months of inventory is, basically if no more listings were to come on the market, it's the supply and demand. So if no more listings appear, we have half a month, 2 weeks.
2 weeks of houses.
And then it's gone.
There'd be no houses on the market. That's it.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah. So the average sale price in Quinte West was $575 in October 2021, and that is up 30% from last year.
$575 in Quinte West, and in Kingston, it's $596.
I know.
Isn't that nuts? And Kingston's obviously a booming area.
You would think that Kingston would be way higher,
and you would think it would be 6 something in October, and no.
It's the proximity to Toronto.
It is the proximity to the city, I would say.
Yeah. And the Via Rail station, people can. I think that's the majority of it.
Did you hear that the GO train was coming here?
You know what? They've been saying that for years.
It's like Costco. One day
we'll get it. Yeah,
I
don't think we need it right now because we don't need to be in a deeper seller's market.
That is true.
We need less. We need more houses to pop up.
Less industrial, more houses.
There were 76 new listings in Quinte West.
Okay, I feel like that's more than we've seen.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's
not.
So still not good.
It's not good. And there were 65 sales.
Oh, never mind.
So
that's not
10
good
houses left over. Really, it's crazy. So the market is crazy. That's the news.
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
And we are out. No.
Yeah. And that's it. That's it.
That's all we got for you.
Over. No. So now that we know what's going on in the real estate market,
all right.
There's some events that are happening in Quinte West.
What's going on?
Well, it's Christmas season.
Really?
So you'll want to check out the Doug Whitney Fantasy of Lights on November 21st and 28th in lieu of a parade this year. So Quinte West, Trenton is not having...
They opted out of the parade.
So it's basically a setup where you walk through and you get to go through the static parade.
Okay.
If you are really craving a Santa Claus parade, you can go to the Belleville one.
Yeah, because a lot of areas are doing the static parade.
A lot of areas are doing that. So November 21st, 28th, you take a walk around there in the Doug Whitney Fantasy of Lights.
Okay.
After that, there's a holiday market running in Centennial Park from December 2nd to 19th. So they're going to have little pop-up shops and throughout the month of December. Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you there while you sip your cider.
Or whatever is in your cup.
Or
no
wine.
judgment.
No judging. No judging.
Wine is delicious.
I've had it made for me once, and it was...
You didn't like it?
It was subpar.
It was subpar. I had it in the county.
Yeah.
And when you go to the county, you can go on a tour, and then you can get a couple drinks, and then you obviously you have to pay for them, but you just get your drinks. And the mulled wine, I was like, this is delicious. I will get 7 more. Like I drank... it was a bridal party. I think I had all of their... It was so toasty and just like... Okay, sorry. Try the mulled wine.
How was the hangover the next day?
I was fine.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Don't worry.
So I have a question for you, Mandy.
What is it, Elyse?
What is your favorite spot in Quinte West, Trenton?
Quinte West, Trenton? All right. It's not going to come to a shock if anyone's listening to this that knows me.
Yeah.
That I love coffee.
Yes.
Like it's a problem. Like it's a significant issue. So the Grind and Vine in downtown Trenton is probably my favorite spot. Not only do they have coffee, but they have wine. Hence the Grind and Vine name. Nice, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And they have treats, and they have like gluten-free treats and keto treats and just yummy deliciousness. Yeah. They are a beautiful staff, nicest people you'll ever meet. And it's great. You and I have been there.
Yep. We've been there multiple times.
Yep, we have. So if you haven't tried it, like stop by. They would be happy to see you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
And they did not sponsor this.
No.
Just so you know, this is not a sponsor. I am just telling you my love for. So if you do want to sponsor me and send me coffee, by any means, go ahead.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, so that's all for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you back here for the next Bay of Quinte Community Spotlight.